Okay, we have seen if condition and for loop, while loop, and all the operators. Today we see a task, which is a simple task. Okay, it simply finding the grade and whether the student is passed or failed. If he is passed and failed, if he is failed, in which subject he failed. Okay, first I want to take the marks, right? Like take 5 subject marks and check if pass or fail. If fail, display the failed subject. If pass, show the grade. Also average, find out the average. Okay, what we need here is we first need marks, 5 subject marks. So we need 5 different variables to hold 5 different values. First thing is letter. Telugu marks is after integer. I am using type inference. I don't need to mention any type here. Let Hindi marks, here it is 45. Let English marks 60. Let's math marks 89. Physics marks 78. Okay, our requirement is to check we're basically operating on the marks of 5 subjects. So I have declared 5 different variables to hold the marks of each subject. Now what we need to check is first of all, pass or fail I need to identify. Okay, pass marks are 35 for other subjects, and for Hindi it is 25. So what I do is let pass marks 35, let Hindi pass marks 25. Here I am going to check if Telugu marks greater than or equal to pass marks, and he should pass Telugu, and Hindi marks greater than or equal to Hindi pass marks. He should also pass the Hindi, and English marks greater than or equal to pass marks. He should also pass English. Maths, he also should pass maths. And finally physics, he also should pass physics, so that we can show passed. Else means failed. At present, Hindi marks are more than 25, and the rest of the marks are more than 35. So he is passed. Now assume that in Telugu he just got 30 marks. It should be displayed as failed. Here we are using couple of operators. One is comparison operator, another one is the logical operator. Okay, if he failed, what we need to understand, display the failed subject. Which subject he failed, we need to display. So here, if Telugu marks less than passing marks, print failed in Telugu. Similarly, if Hindi marks less than Hindi passing marks, failed in Hindi. Similarly, passing marks here, pass marks here, pass marks here, English here, maths here, physics here. Here English failed, failed in English, failed in maths, failed in physics. Okay, let me change the values here. 10, 45, let it be 89 is perfect. Here I got 23, 28. Okay, now here this is failed actually. Let's say output so that we can see what exactly is failed. Failed in Telugu, failed in Hindi, failed in physics. See, in physics he failed. In Hindi he got only 10 marks, so he failed. In Telugu he got only 30 marks, so he failed. Here we are using comparison operator and if conditions. Okay, if he passes, then we need to show the grade. Grade, to perform the grade, what we need to do is we need to calculate the average. Let average equal to Telugu marks plus Hindi marks plus math marks, physics marks plus English marks. Sum of all subject marks by number of subjects. This is average. Average. Average is average. Since he failed, we are not showing anything average. If he passes, let's say 60, let's say 45, let's say 88, 98, and see the average here. Passed and average is 62. Now I want to show the grade. Grade, there are 3 grades. Grade 1 is above 75. If above 60, grade 2. Between 35 to 59 is grade 3. I'm having 3 options here. Okay, we can do it by using this way. If average greater than or equal to 75, print grade 1. Else, if he is not grade 1, else if average should be above 60. If average is above 60, which is grade 2. Else grade 3. He got a 62 average, so grade 2. Grade 2. 70, 96, 92. Let's see. Average is 83 and grade is grade 1. Any doubts here? We have used a couple of operators, if condition and logical operators and division operator here. Couple of things we have used. Here, if you see, there are 3 grades, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Okay, there are 3 options we can say. Okay, this can be written in our way by using switch statement. Switch statement. See the syntax of switch statement. If you do not know the syntax of switch statement, you can go here and type switch. Again showing here there is a plus marks. Go here, there is code snippets here. Here images and the colors. Go to code snippets, type whatever you want here. Everything will be shown. if variable declaration. This is how we declare a variable where name and value. Okay, what we need switch statement. Choose a code path based on the value. Okay, let me write switch average case 75 to 100. Print grade 1. Second case 60 to 70, 60 to 75 means 74 only. This is called half open range, means 65, 75 is omitted. Okay. Print grade 2 else default thing is print grade 3. Okay, this is the one of the ways, right? If you are having a couple of options here, there are three options. Instead of writing if condition and if condition, there is if condition, there is if condition. If the conditions are more, writing if condition, if and if else is difficult. And one more thing is it is not readable. If someone else comes into the same team, if they wants to understand multiple if conditions, if there are 10 if conditions, it is very difficult to understand. Whereas this is clear and neat. Here 75 to 100, fine. Here 60 to 74, fine. If these two are not matching, default is the case. Assume that if the default case is not available, not written, see what is the error. Swift must be exhaustive. In other languages, the default case is not mandatory, but in Swift, it is mandatory. You must have default case. There is one case where you cannot have the, you can ignore the default case. I'll show you that case as well in future whenever we deal with enums. Default case is must. And the second thing is, there is one more thing called fall through. Fall through what it does is, it if this case is matching, then the next case will be executed irrespective of the case matching. Assume that here, let me write fall through here, not present. Okay, grade 1, grade 1, grade 2. What happened here? Let me comment this. Even this. Let me ignore the fall through now. Average. What is average? Okay, he is passed. His average is 83. So he is in grade 1. When you write fall through, what happens is the next case will be executed irrespective of the condition matching, case matching. Here actually 82 is the average. So grade 1 is displayed. Since we are putting fall through, the next case also will be executed. That is the meaning of fall through. When do we use fall through is the matter. Okay, grade 1, 83 is actually grade 1. It is between 75 to 100. And grade 2 also printed. This is just to show you. I have just written here. But basically, fall through. What is fall through? Fall through is a keyword which executes next case irrespective of the case matching in switch statement. Okay, this is how we use switch. Okay, let me take you through the documentation. Hope this is clear how to use the operators, if conditions, etc. Performing average and checking the grades by using if condition, by switch condition. Anyways, I'm taking you through the switch now. Switch is a conditional statement, as if else Similarly, switch is also a conditional statement, which is used to choose one choice or option among multiple options. When you are having multiple options, to choose one option among them, we go for switch. Which school to choose? There are many schools in the market. Like based upon your requirement, you match your requirement with the school. If it is matching, you go on join. Similarly, which phone to purchase? Same thing. There are many phones. You just need to match your requirements. Based on that, if requirements are matching, then go and purchase that mobile. To choose one among multiple, we need to use multiple if statements. Switch makes our life easier without using if else ladders. You don't have to use if else, if else, if else. By using switch, it is very simple and neat. Note, switch statements are auto break and default cases must. The default cases you must define the default case, and auto break in the sense if this case is matching, only this case will be executed. In other languages, in C language, if you see, you need to write a break statement to stop here. But here in Swift, the cases are auto breaked. You don't need to explicitly mention break. And the default case is must. I have removed the default case and showed you what is the error we are getting. Here, one example, age is 18. If based on the age, I am having a couple of options here. If age is 0, you are just born. If age is between 16 to 6 to 15, go to school. 16 to 22, college time. 23, 24, 25, 26. I have written C here. Here simply single value. Here range of values. Here couple of values. Okay. Marriage time 27 to 60. Family responsibilities 100. Get ready to say bye. Otherwise, you are a free bird. You are a free bird when he is free bird from 60 to 99. He is free bird. There are no responsibilities. Okay. There are many things here, many cases here, many conditions here. Okay. Based upon the matching, we are performing your operations. I am simply printing here. You can perform some other operations as well. Using fall through statement executes next case after the matching case, irrespective of the case matching. It executes next case after the case matching. If you see here 22 comes into this case. In this case, there is a fall through statement. So 18 is also, this case also printed. This is how, where exactly we use fall through here. See here, 21 to 100 means he's already crossed 18. So some dependent cases we put under fall through. If the person age is 21, you are eligible for having a liquor, and he is also for casting a vote, because 18 only dependent cases we put under fall through. Since he is eligible to have a liquor means he is 21. If he is eligible for having a liquor, he is also eligible for vote, casting vote. The dependent cases we put under fall through, but fall through we very rarely we use in real time. Okay, here multiple values you can use. You can use single value. You can use range of operators. That is what I'm trying to say here in this slide. We can also use characters, A to Z, A to small z, and symbols. Okay, only characters and integers we can use. We cannot use floats. We cannot use floats 1.0 to 25.5, something like that. Let me show you that. 60.0 to 75.50. Floats are not accepted. Floats or doubles are not accepted. Expression pattern of range cannot match with value of type int. I am expecting integer, but you have given double. Okay, only integers and characters are allowed. Okay, this is all about switch. We have seen compound operator. We have seen conditional operator to compare which is bigger among the three values. Typecasting. Typecasting is basically, let's say, converting one data type value to another data type value. Converting one data type value into another data type value. Let me show you an example here. Let a value equal to 10. Let b value is of type integer equal to 20, is of type integer equal to 10. Let c equal to a value plus b value. Perfect, no issues here. C gets printed, 30 is printed. Now assume that b value is not integer, it is double. Now run it. Binary operator plus cannot be applied to operands after integer and double. You are trying to use plus binary operator, but this is not allowed to perform operation between double and int. Okay, what we need to do here is the compiler is failing to perform the addition between double and int. So the reason here is one is double, another one is int. So we need to convert to either the int into double or double into int. I am converting a value after int to double. We just need to mention the data type and put the value in the braces. So it becomes double. There is no issue here. 30.0. This is typecasting. What is this type? A value type is integer. A value is data type is integer. We are trying to convert that into the double. Okay. Similarly, you can also convert to, instead of converting that into double, you can also convert to b value, which is double, into int. This is also possible. This is called typecasting. There are two other operators, type considering operators. We see them in future. Okay, let's say basically in iPhone we see text fields where user can input some values. Let first value is of type string. In first text field, user entered 100. Let second value, whatever you see on the screen, everything is text only. Our images are text. Those two are only. Whatever you see the text, that is string only. You need to one moment. In the second text field, user entered some 1000. I want to perform addition and display on the text field, like total is some so and so. Okay, how to do that? Let total equal to first value plus last second value. That's it. Total 1000 plus 100, 1100 should be printed. Oops, 1100 is not printed. Here it is printed 100 plus 1000. It is string, right? When you add two strings, the actual values are not kept. These two are strings only now. Text. Only text is appended, concatenated, but not the values. Okay, whatever you see on the screen, the text, whatever you see on the screen, everything is text only. Okay, you cannot directly perform the operations. Here, what we need to do, we need to convert this string into integer. Again, this string into integer, then perform the operation and see the result. Int. What is this? Okay, let me write some additional thing here. I'll tell you what exactly it is. Okay, 1100. Okay, we are trying to convert string into integer. Ignore this. Okay, I'll tell you. Next class is optional. There I'll explain this. Okay, this is how we use the typecasting. If something is not able to perform, we need to explicitly convert the one data type value to another data type. In the very first class or second class, we have told that Swift is type safe language. Type safe language in the sense it will not implicitly convert to one data type to another data type unless you explicitly specify. Okay, that is type safe language. Yeah, same examples I have written here. You can take that. Naming convention. Naming conventions are very, very important. By seeing the naming conventions itself, whatever naming convention you use, based on that, the experienced guys can find out fake guys, because the experienced guys use the naming convention in a proper way. Because a fake guy, if any person who does not have any experience, he will not follow naming coding guidelines or naming conventions, proper naming convention, so that uh, he will be pointed out. Like we can easily recognize him whether he has proper experience or not. Let's say here, first value, second value I have, right? Actually, this is not properly readable. We don't know where to split the word. We don't know where to split the word. If you write like this, it is little easy to split. Second is one word, value is another word. First is one word, value is another word, because we see some differentiation here. Okay, there are four things you need to remember. One is file names. Second thing is class names. Okay, here task is file name. Okay, class names we see. Okay, D should be like capital camel case. Capital camel case in the sense, every word first letter should be capital. Every word first letter should be capital. Okay, I want to create a file name. Okay, today task. This is not correct. Correct way is today is first word, so first letter of first word is capital, and tasks T is capital. This is how we need to use for class names or file names. This is wrong. Okay, there is no readability here. Understanding this, reading this is very difficult. Okay, and the second thing is third and fourth are function names, variable names, lower camel case. Only difference is the first letter should be starting with capital, lower camel case, lower. Let's say, see here, this is variable name, right? The first word should be in the lower case only. The rest of the words contains the capital letter at the start, at the beginning. Second is first word, so everything is small. Value is second word, so first letter of second word or third word, fourth word, any word, any number of words, it should be capital. This is how we need to follow the naming conventions. Naming conventions are very, very important. Even the naming also important. Here I have clearly given first value, second value. Here C is meaningless actually. Here you have to use sum. Right? C, I cannot understand what is C. If you use sum, I can understand this is sum of some values. Addition of some values. Okay, even the names also important along with naming conventions. Here also I have clearly given Telugu marks, Hindi marks, math marks, pass marks, Hindi pass marks. Okay, here also you can put Hindi pass marks. Okay, Hindi pass marks. Here is Hindi pass marks. Okay, also average. Average is single word, so everything is in lower camel case, lower case only. And here it contains Hindi pass marks. A value, which contains two words. A is one word, value is another word. So the variable name should start with lowercase only. Okay, this is all about today's class, and tomorrow's class is optional. Optional is very, very important. Thank you for watching.